The New York Knicks are gonna be active in the market this trade deadline in February, but the Knicks might finally have their next trade target, and it's one that makes too much sense. With the team rolling early in the season, especially at home, but still lacking a true backup point guard behind Jalen Brunson, reports now point to Jose Alvarado as a name that the Knicks are seriously monitoring, and Knicks fans, I'm telling you, this guy might be the exact type of player that New York needs right now. Let's break it all down. What Alvarado, who is from New York himself, would bring to this team, how he fits into Mike Brown's system, and what it might actually take to get him. Now look, this all really started after Malcolm Brogdon's sudden retirement last month, a move that completely threw off the Knicks' backcourt depth. Mike Brown tried to patch things up by mixing in different guards, giving extended looks to Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, and even Tyler Kolek early in the year. But now, according to Stephen Bondi of the New York Post, Brown's rotation has basically settled to 9.5 guys, and Kolek has been out of it for 3 straight games, playing only garbage time. McBride, as solid as he is defensively, is more of a 2-guard. He's not a natural floor general who can slow the game down and organize the offense when Brunson sits. And that's exactly where this issue really shows, because every time Brunson hits the bench, the Knicks offense tends to stall most of the time. They lack that steady vocal leader who can get everyone in their spots and manage the tempo. Now this is where Brooklyn-born Jose Alvarado comes in. Alvarado might not be a big name, but anyone who's watched the Pelicans over the past few years knows the energy he brings. He's scrappy, fearless, and disruptive on both ends, and the kind of player who can swing momentum with a single hustle play. And just recently on November 4th against Charlotte, he had 18 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds on 31 minutes played and 7 for 11 from the field. He's averaged almost 7 assists per 36 minutes last season and shot above league average from 3 in consecutive years. But beyond the stats is the intangibles that make him so valuable. He brings defensive fire, vocal leadership, and constant energy, which are traits that perfectly align with this Knicks team's gritty defensive identity. And also, he loves to play fast, which is exactly what Mike Brown wants to see. Brown is currently building this group around toughness and ball pressure, and Alvarado fits that mold like a glove. Imagine pairing his on-ball defense and relentless energy next to someone like Josh Hart. That's a nightmare for opposing second units, but now of course it's never that simple. Financially, the Knicks are less than $150,000 below the NBA's second apron, according to Jake Fisher of the Steinline. That means that they cannot just go out there and sign a veteran free agent or add salary through exceptions until April 2nd. So if they want Alvarado or any real upgrade, it has to be through a trade. The good news is that Alvarado's contract is team friendly. He's owed just around $2 million this year, easily movable and small enough to fit without triggering any major tax penalties. The challenge is that New Orleans values him. He's part of their defensive core and a locker room favorite and a fan favorite, so the Knicks would likely have to include someone like Tyler Kolek, Malcolm Brogdon, or a second-round pick to make it happen. If this trade happens, Alvarado's role would be crystal clear: stabilize the second unit. He would immediately take over the backup point guard duties, allowing Deuce McBride to slide into more of a combo guard role where he's more comfortable scoring. It would also take pressure off Jordan Clarkson, who's been asked to handle the ball more than ideal so far this season. And perhaps most importantly, it gives Jalen Brunson the rest he desperately needs. Mike Brown has made it clear he wants Brunson around 34 minutes a night, not 38 or 39, but that only works if there's someone reliable enough to keep the offense afloat when Brunson sits. Alvarado gives them that stability plus the defensive firepower, even though he's only 6 foot tall. A deal for Alvarado would not have to be a blockbuster. Something like a straight swap with Tyler Kolek, or you add a second-round pick, might be enough if New Orleans is open to freeing up a roster spot or prioritizing youth development. Now, if the Knicks want to protect their young talent, another option would be exploring a 3-team deal and moving a depth piece elsewhere to get Alvarado's salary absorbed. The point is that this is one of the rare trades that makes basketball sense and financial sense for both sides. New York gets a tough defensive-minded guard, while the Pelicans get a young player and draft capital potentially. Look, the Knicks are trying to win right now. They're coming off of an Eastern Conference Finals appearance last year, and they're built to compete for a title this season. But if there is one weakness that could hurt them down the line, it's that lack of depth behind Brunson at the point guard position. You don't want to enter the playoffs depending on a second-year player like Tyler Kolek or a scoring guard trying to learn the point. That's why someone like Jose Alvarado makes all the sense in the world. He's reliable, energetic, defensive, and playoff tested. So what do you guys think, Knicks fans? Should the Knicks seriously pursue Jose Alvarado Alvarado, would you give up Tyler Kolek or even Pacom Darie to make it happen, or should they stand pat and hope someone internally steps up? Let me know what you think down below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss all season long. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.